Today is episode number 149 of Park to Prem, and today is our third Champions League final in as many seasons. Today we are taking on FC Bayern Munich in the Camp Nou, and having read the comments on the end of the last episode, here's the deal. If we win this game, the series is over. We will next episode do a transfer special, try and leave the club in the best spot possible, retire, go forward. If I lose today against Bayern Munich, I will do one more season. I will play the Club World Cup and I will try and win the FA Cup next year. And I feel like the reason for that is somewhat obvious. This is a save game where we have really installed a dynasty now. And if you win 3 Champions League finals in a row, I don't feel like there's much more to achieve. I say that. Can anyone remember Park to Primera? I lost 3 Champions League finals in that series and then it ended without us winning one. That was depressing. But having last season won the Premier League for a second time in 3 years with our current squad, I just feel like if we win today, there's not much more to achieve. Of course, our opposition in Bayern Munich, who have just won the Bundesliga for the first time in 3 seasons, is not going to be an easy one. They are a phenomenal team. That's a difficult word to say 3 times quickly. We are going to have to be at our best today. This is Park to Prem. This could be the last ever match we see here at Guernsey. Will we win? Let's find out together, shall we? Yes, folks, how is it going? I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Suit is on. Standing up desk is active. Today is the Champions League final. A Champions League final which sees us take on a Bayern Munich team that have knocked out Wolfsburg, Chelsea, Barcelona, Leipzig, and well, they're going to hope they can beat us. As for ourselves, we've knocked out Real Madrid, we've knocked out Porto, we knocked out Villarreal 7-0, just as a reminder. We've had a very emphatic run to get this far, and if we win 3 Champions Leagues in a row, we will join a very, very rare list of teams. There's not many that clubs in the history of this competition that have won it 3 times in a row. In fact, I'm thinking about it now. Bayern Munich have done it, Real Madrid have done it, Ajax have done it. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Basically, this is the true mark of a quality side. Now, unfortunately, today's final is against Bayern Munich at the Nou Camp. The Nou Camp, we've done the away day for. Bayern Munich, we've done the away day for. So I was sat thinking, where do I go for an away day? And then it hit me. Our stadium, the Guernsey Stadium, this picture you can see here, it's based on a picture of FC Austin's stadium over in the USA. And FC Austin, well, we've stolen their stadium design, so maybe we should go view the real thing. You know, we called up the architect and said, yeah, we'll have one of those. I want to go to Austin, America. It's not where I thought we would ever go for an away day, but it's the closest thing I could come up with as a sensible place that's somewhat relevant to go. And all I'm saying is, if the stadium's good, I could do an MLS save next, if it's good. If it's good. A lot of the Americans say I like American away days, so let's go find out together. Now, I'll level with you, very accustomed to dragging right to look at away days. Today, we're going left. And I know there's going to be some away day purists out there saying it makes no sense to go to Austin, America. It's the best I could come up with for today. Lots of people have different ideas, but I thought Guernsey's not on Google Street View, so I can't ever go to Guernsey for an away day. This is the closest we're ever going to get. I realise Austin's a rather big city, isn't it? America's quite a big place. There's no chance in hell I'm just going to randomly find the stadium. Good news, everyone. I found the stadium. Definitely didn't cheat for it. Ignore the search on the left. Here is the Q2 Stadium in satellite view. This is the stadium that our ground is based off, if anyone asks. We haven't just photoshopped their stadium. This is what it's based off. First things first, parking. I was told in America they know how to do parking. I can confirm they know how to do parking. I mean, the east lot looks very nice. The north lot, I mean, they've not really tried here, have they? It's just a gravel track. Here is the Arena Tower Austin. I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't think there's a tower there anymore. Somewhat underwhelmed with the facilities around the ground. I think this might be a multi-story. Is this a multi-story car? Sorry, multi-story car parks. We've not seen enough of them in the series. Oh, never mind. It's just housing. Well, that's not exciting. Now, of course, FC Austin, one of the newer teams in MLS. And can we discuss this stadium? This looks very cool from the outside. Is that the most funky roof we've seen all series? It could be. Here's a look at the car park. I tell you what, America, they know how to do car parks. Expertly painted to the millimetre. And look at the stadium itself. It looks very nice. I'm a fan. I will say now, rather airy stadium. I mean, you've not got corners in the stadium that we've stolen, but it just looks neat. I think look, they've got the same green seats that we have in our stadium. I realise I'm going around the stadium here. The stadium is just kind of the same on all sides. Like, it's not the most unique of looking stadiums, but it just looks very eco, doesn't it? With like the wooded kind of cladding on the edge, the stadium. It looks very space age. I mean, here's the gate for the stadium. Can we have a look at the gate? I want to inspect the gate. I can't look at the gate. Now, this stadium is on the newer side. Is there any footage inside the stadium? Oh, my friends, we have dots. We have drone footage. Oh, a good away day gets better. Here is the stadium. I mean, it's amazing how good this would look with, the names of all the stadiums. We could have the NLBM stand. You've seen it on the club profile screen, how it'd look for us. I wonder what we'd have written on the roof. Maybe we just have the Work the Space logo. Am I allowed to put that on the roof of a stadium? Big fan of the landscape gardening as well. Whoever did the landscape gardening here at the Q2, very good job. I clicked a dot on the pitch. It's taking me here. Here is the Verde store. I mean, they lose points for that. They've not named their club shop the Mega Store or the Superstore, but they have just randomly named it French for green, which it's a bit pretentious. I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't think there's any pictures inside the stadium, so we'll just look. We'll look at more pictures from above. We'll just keep looking at the car parks. The car parks are nice. I've decided to make things more jazzy. We're going on Google Earth. Here's the stadium. Here's the Q2. There may not have been pictures on the inside. I like the idea there's a few American Park to Prem fans. There's the one Austin FC fan who lives in Austin, Texas, who's a massive Park to Prem fan. He's having the best day ever. Can you please go and take pictures inside your stadium? Because if you want me to do a save game in MLS, I need stadium pictures. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, away day score. The Q2. I want to see inside it. I can't end things here. I mean, here is the inside of the stadium. I mean, are you going to a night out there, or is there a football match being played? I'm sorry, I'm just looking through pictures here. What is this? America was a mistake. Okay, Q2 stadium, away day score. Oh, this is tricky. I really like this stadium. There's a reason I chose it to be the Guernsey Stadium. I think the design is wicked, super unique stadium, great car parking, nice landscape gardening. It's the first time I've truly noted that on an away day, but I do have to give it a score. If it had pictures on the inside, it'd be so much higher. 6 out of 10. Some people have asked me, Jack, what is coming next after Park to Prem? Obviously, if we win this final, plan of attack, transfer special to end the series, replace Manny Wilford before I go, resign, watch someone else take over, holiday into the future, see what the AI does with our team. If we don't win this game, we will do that one more season and try and get the clean sweep and end with a Club World Cup. After this, what's the plan? There will still be daily Football Manager videos. I feel like we should explain this now before people end the episode sad, not knowing what the future is. No matter what happens, there will be daily Football Manager videos every weekday at midday. There might be a week where there's slightly fewer uploads as we transition into the next thing. I wish I could sit here now and say, I have a definitive idea of what to do. What I am thinking is we might do a few short-term challenges. Good English. It has been a while since I managed in MLS, and of course there are transfer databases up and out now. Apparently some good footballer is playing in America. Has anyone heard about this? I think his name's Messi, so that could be it. That's an idea I've got, but honestly, at this moment in time, I don't know. And well, truth be told, I don't need to know right now because I've got to focus on this game here. It's a Champions League final against Bayern Munich. This is the team that we're going with. This is the team that I am putting full faith in to win us a third Champions League in a row. I realise I can fill out the bench here. We should fill out the bench here, shouldn't we? I mean, here is the team. Here are the players. You know them. You love them. In goal, Manny Wilford. Not everyone loves Manny Wilford. I feel like Manny Wilford, he does some weird stuff in the match engine and people don't really rate him because of it. Can we acknowledge that as a goalkeeper, attribute-wise, he is actually really, really good? Can we at least all admit that? Like, the great aerial reach, 18 one-on-ones, 15 handling, 15 reflexes. They are all very good in the current match engine. Super consistent performer. I know it's easy to look at his poor form in the league, and I say poor form. It's better than last year, but ultimately, in the Champions League, he's got an average rating above a 7.0. He's kept clean sheets in half our games. I have full faith in this man in this Champions League final. Of course, at right back, we have the Manny Wilford compatriot in Danny Archer, one of the truly big, monumental signings we made at the club over the last few years. £205,000 he earns a week. He came in, he smashed the record transfer budget and wage budget, which for a right back was a gamble. It's paid off. On the other side, slightly different kind of player, Jamfi, signed for £3.6 million. Now, he's in his 6th year at the club. In that time, he's played a whole lot of football for us, over 150 league games and hopefully many more to come. Coppo in at centre-back is going to start today's game, a player who's been in and out of the first team, but for today's match, I feel like we have to show some faith in him alongside Rios, who has had a great end to the season. Rios, 3 goals in the Champions League. He went on a bit of a goal-scoring run to end the year, the 24-year-old. Really, really good defensive player. I mean, you know what to expect from Rios. He gets his noggin on things this year, having his 2nd best ever season in Guernsey colours. In the defence, Grasser is playing as our defensive midfielder, one of the best players in this team, without a doubt. 23 years old, 5-star current ability, 5-star potential, important matches and consistency in equal measure. Next to him, one of 2 big signings we made going into the season, Eric, a player who I do feel like has had a pretty big impact for us. 7 assists, 3 goals from box-to-box midfielder. I feel like we can safely say now, £81 million well spent. Whether or not it was quite as well spent as the money we spent on Ohashi, I think it's difficult to argue that. Ohashi signed for £85 million, 10 assists and 8 goals in the Premier League, a 7.3 rating. We took a gamble. I like the look of him, but for Dortmund, he never really shone. I think it's safe to say for us he has shone. In the Champions League, 8 goal contributions in 10 appearances, 8 of those started. Hoping he's going to do the business for us. Out on the left-hand side, Matty Cadman signed for £15 million. That was an absolute bargain. This man won the Premier League Player of the Year this year. England international, high-quality player. Last few seasons, consistently getting a really, really great rating. 7.42 rating this year is absolutely stupendous. Out on the right-hand side, Diallo is the king of assists. A player who came in due to injuries to Huntyans this year. 23 assists, 6 goals in 28 league games. Ridiculous. And up top, for this Champions League final, we are going with Jaime Alanis. This man came to the club, he came, he saw, he conquered. He continues to get better even now. And he's 21 years old. It's his birthday in a week. What a better way to celebrate a birthday than winning your 3rd Champions League before you turn 22. On the bench, we've got options Flegger, Dahar, Gadillo, Sweeney, McKillop. McKillop, one of the longest serving players at the club. He's no good anymore. I'll admit it, but we signed him for £130,000. He's still playing semi-regularly in the first team. In fact, you could say here, he's had one of his best ever seasons in the Premier League playing for us this year as Aaron McKillop. I don't know, I feel like when you go through the leagues like we have, it's nice to have a few players who have been here for a very long time. Aaron is that guy for us. Elsewhere, we have the likes of Marco Huntyans and Lemos who can make big impacts off the bench. Lemos, I feel like, is almost a Mr. Guernsey in a way. Now he is in, his 7th season at the club yet? 7 seasons he's been at the club. He's been here a little while. I hope he's going to be here for many, many more years to come. And behind him on this list of very, very good players, Henry Weber, Paul Parkin, Dylan Mothersill, Luke Steer, and also Steve McDonnell. Of course, Steve McDonnell, one of the products of our academy, a player who I'm desperately hoping, whenever we sim into the future, is still going to be here, is going to be tearing up, and is going to be representing the Green Lions with pride. Okay, this could be the last ever game for Guernsey. It might not be. I mean, this year's been a year where we've had some kind of freak results, we've had some unfortunate results, but given our record in Champions League finals, I want to believe that we can win this game here. There's part of me that really wants to win it, but there's part of me that knows that if I don't win 3 in a row, I will be annoyed till the end of time. And I feel like then the Club World Cup and winning the FA Cup almost become a higher priority than anything else, winning those other competitions. Here is Bayern Munich's team. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We've played this Bayern Munich team before. We know what to expect from them. As for ourselves, there's our team. It annoys me that Grasser's name overlaps on Coppo's shirt. I wish the Champions League and UEFA broadcasting partners would fix that. They're not fixing it. I'm not happy. But you know what? We're here at the Camp Nou. We should be happy. And what the fact the fans are cheering away. I don't know what the fans were actually doing there with their hands. They were kind of I don't know. It looked like they were getting very hyped. Is that an American thing? I don't know. That's what the fans were doing. Here's the teams. Here's the players. I'm nervous. Can you feel it in the commentary? Breathe, everyone. It's go time. Also, because I really hate myself, extended highlights for the final. This can only end well. Koppo with the ball at his feet is going to lay it inside to Eric. He turns, spreads it wide. Cadman down to Rion Ohashi. Jamfi battling for the ball. Cadman now with it. Grasser, Jamfi knocking the ball around nicely. Tries to get it forward. Well read, though, by the defence. We're going to try and press higher. We've got a lot of players forward. Bayern Munich actually did a really good job to play it out from the press, unfortunately. Eric puts in half a tackle, but it's going to roll straight to Vera. The number 6 cutting inside, going all on his lonesome. Players queuing up in the middle. We kind of half deal with it. Ball loops up into the air. Tell with the ball. Alves lays it inside. Tell is there. Manny Wilford, massive stop. The 18 one-on-ones coming in clutch early. 20 minutes gone here. It's not exactly been a game where there's an abundance of chances in the early phases. We've had slightly more of the shots, but, well, Bayern Munich had that first highlight of the game. Hoping that we're going to be able to create something maybe of quality here as Eric battles away for the ball in the midfield. Something that we've seen him do consistently all season. He's going to have to be at his very best in this game here. Grasser takes the ball down, turns, lays it to Diallo. Can't get the ball under his spell. And now it's Bayern Munich bringing the ball forward again. Alves, options left, options right. One of them is Tell, the French forward. One of the few real players still playing in this universe. 18 years into the future. Desperately hoping we're going to be able to get one over on him and the rest of this, well, Bayern Munich side that we have beaten before in European competitions. Koppo nods it down to Grasser. Ohashi, Eric. He lays it to Diallo. This is nice build-up play. Cadman played in behind. Nods it inside. Alanis, Cadman. The build-up play is sensational. The goal is superb. Don't celebrate it yet. There's a VAR check. The finger is going to the referee's ear. Is the goal going to count? It might be offside. It is offside. It was such a nice goal as well. It was Alanis here. He heads the ball and, yeah, Cadman just stood the wrong side of the defender. I knew it was close in the moment. It was a great finish, unfortunately. Means absolutely nothing. Bayern Munich with the ball on the far side here. Maltese laying it back to Lou. Marinov, Maltese, Lou. They are knocking the ball around with a bit of confidence, a bit of swagger here, the German Giants. Bayern Munich in this universe, dominant in the Bundesliga for about the first 15 years. I think they win it 14 out of 15 years. Last 2 seasons, they failed to win the title in Germany, but this season, they've been back on top, and they will hope to end this season. There's been a great season for them with a win here. Of course, it's the German champions versus the English champions, even though we're not an English club. Well, we are an English club in some senses, but Guernsey isn't England. It's very confusing. Jamfi down the line. Where are we going, my son? He's going to put it in, driven cross, falls to Diallo. Archer, the right back, bringing it forward, pulls the trigger. Danny Archer, I talked about the fact he was that big name signing. And it's not a bad time to pick up your first goal of the season, is it? The Champions League final. Jamfi went charging down the near side. He pulled it back. A bit of a scramble. Diallo doing Diallo things. He gets another assist for the season. Selena got a hand to it. The Chelsea goalkeeper in real life, if I'm not mistaken. But it was not enough. That, my friends, is 1-0. Alves bring the ball forward for Bayern Munich on this near side. We've got that early lead. Still a long time left to be played here. Alves. Vera. Mateus. Marinov. Edison Jose at the defence, lays it to Lou, Maltese, Musiala, an old Musiala at this point. De Filippis in behind, Jamfi puts in a tackle. The referee gives a penalty. You are wrong, referee. That was not a penalty. I'm not having that. VAR, if you give this, disgrace. Great tackle by Adu Jamfi. I'll stand by him. What, yeah, Ghana? Because Adu Jamfi's from Ghana. He's got booked as well. I mean, they've got a penalty. The booking is the least of my concerns. Bayern Munich, they've not been behind for long. They have a chance to get back into this game with 10 minutes left of the first half. Musiala steps up. Musiala hits it. Manny Wilford went the right way. Unfortunately, he couldn't stop that finding the back of the net. I have to admit it, very impressed that Musiala has stayed at Bayern Munich, I assume for his entire career. I'm surprised he's on the pitch still playing for them. I want to have a look at him. Musiala. He's playing as a deep-lying forward for them in this game. Here he is. He's retiring at the end of the year. Last year we ruined Erling Haaland's retirement at Man City. I want to ruin Musiala's today. Koppo with the ball at the back. Can we respond immediately? I feel like the markings of a truly great team are when you have a setback to just immediately be able to mentally reset, go again. Diallo was gifted the ball there. Couldn't get the header down, unfortunately, to Alanis. And now it's been dealt with. Rios Jamfi. We're going to look to bring it forward again on the far side. Jamfi's been very good going forward. Defensively suspect. He's going to want to make amends. He lays it to Cadman, who tried to go all in on his lonesome, but unfortunately that shot was blocked by the defender. It goes out for a corner. We do still have this corner to maybe make something happen. It's Diallo over it. We've been good from these this year. Koppo wins the header. Ohashi, never really going to back him to win a header. And Bayern Munich going to live to fight another day. Okay, half-time in this game, 1-1. I realise there are some people watching at home who probably want us to lose this. You might want another season for selfish reasons. I kind of understand it to an extent, but I do want to win this. Am I happy with the first half performance? I think when you look at the XG story, we've been a very, very good team. I'm not going to get overexcited here because I think with extended highlights now from the start of the half, you do get the kickoff pointless highlight. But if we do score immediately, that would be neat. Or alternatively, we could give the ball away like that, Grasser, and leave ourselves massively exposed at the back. Tell brings it forward. Grasser makes amends, gets it away from danger. It's a big 45 minutes ahead. It's a big 45 minutes ahead. That's all that needs to be said. It's going to be big. The entire future of the save game lies in this game. Lou with the ball, bringing it forward for them. Lays it inside to Marinov, Mortese, Musiala. We battle away and win the ball here. Diallo, options inside, options outside. Archer, Eric, he crosses it. Cadman's back post. Cadman puts it through the goalkeeper's legs for his 24th goal of the season. This time, it is going to count. Talked about Eric's contributions this season earlier. He has been truly superb for us. The box-to-box midfielder drifting into a wide area there, fizzes the ball across the face of goal. Keeper's going to feel disappointed that he couldn't stop that. Cadman, not going to feel disappointed. A man for the big occasion. He finds the back of the net, and immediately there's another highlight. No, nobody liked this. It's Bayern Munich with the ball. They're laying it back to Lou. I have noticed both their centre-backs are on bookings, by the way. That could work out in our favour if we do want to keep going forward. If we could get them going down a man, that would make the job easier. Bayern Munich, marching forward. Do not foul him, Jamfi. Don't get any ideas. Maltese, Marinov, pulls the trigger, goes over. 50 minutes played here. I'm going to take off Jamfi on a booking, I think. Deha, Onyekun. Alanis hasn't been great today. I'm going to bring in Paulie Park in as well. Ohashi's been absent. You know what? Triple change in the Champions League final after 50 minutes, despite the fact I'm ahead. That's a work the space kind of move. That's the move I'm making here. An hour played here. Bayern Munich do have a higher XG. That is because they had the penalty. That adds, I think, 0.7 or 0.8 XG on. They are having more of the ball, but as you can see from the number of shots created, we are just simply getting the ball into more dangerous areas, and we're going to look to do that again here as... Well, it was Lemos floating the ball in. Diallo's going to be there to mop up the pieces. He keeps it alive, Diallo. He has been sensational this year. Rios, Deha, the left back. I've brought him on off the bench, not really to shoot from the edge of the box, and I feel like that was evident there. It was a rather tame effort in the end, into the keeper's hands. But, well, there could be more highlights there. Well, I say there could be more highlights. There is more highlights. There's still 20 minutes left. Bayern Munich are going to come for this game at some point and really go for it. It's going to leave them open at the back. And, well, this could be them opened up at the back again. It's Cuckoo Diallo. He's got a lot of assists this year. This time around, he scores in a Champions League final. It's mental, by the way, that Eric was just stuck at Everton for loads of years, not able to show off his talent. He's got another assist in this game here. Diallo ghosting in behind, and then a really, really nice finish. Again, question mark over the goalkeeping perhaps, but not my problem. I mean, here is Gabriel Slanina. Like I said, I think he plays for Chelsea in real life. In this universe, Bayern Munich signed him for £68 million. Statistically, very, very good goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. But as you've seen in this match here, doesn't matter how good you are as a goalkeeper in Football Manager, you will just have games where the match engine makes you look bad. That has happened today. 10 minutes left of this game. I don't want to say Bayern Munich are getting desperate. They've gone to a 4-2-2-2. They're playing like the box midfield setup. It's going to leave them exposed in the wide areas. And that is where we like to have a lot of joy. I don't feel like this is going to end well for them. Archer switching the play over from one side to the other. Deha, wake up, mate. He's kept it in. It's fine. Koppo with the ball. Not a lot of pressure in the wide areas for the wing-backs. You can see them here. Loads of time and space. Archer, Diallo, cuts inside, tries to finesse it. I don't think that's quite how he imagined it was going to go, that shot. Players like Scott Williams, players like Tejera, not on the team anymore. Not on the bench anymore. But one man who's been here, not quite as long, but for a rather long time, is Aaron McKillop. He is in his, 8th season at the club. He's been with us since the Championship. We've already done all the kind of sentimental subs in Champions League finals. I'm subbing him on here for the last 5 minutes against Bayern. If they do now go on to score 2, it will be the worst decision I've made in 18 years managing this club. Hopefully, it's not going to be problematic. Grasser, Eric, Cadman can't quite get there. Cleared away as far as Archer. Are we yet to see a final goal for Guernsey in this save game? The answer is we were. Cadman now has scored. This might be the last ever goal of the series. It's Cadman with another. It's 4-1. It's game over. And to be honest, it was another really nicely worked goal. Cadman just a man for the big occasion. Archer, a player who really did solve a problem area, didn't he, at right back? For years, we never had a right back that was good. Archer came down from the heavens. He blessed us. And yeah, McKillop, you now definitely can come onto the pitch. It's 4-1 here. It's been a dominant game. It's been a rampant game. Drink it in, everyone. This will be the last time we see the Green Lions managed underwork the space. I feel like now I can talk a bit more about the plan. Tomorrow, going to do one final transfer special where we set the club up for success. I'm then going to leave the save game holidaying into the future, having resigned, to see what happens. That will probably mean there might be a day or two without a video as I simulate into the future. It takes a while to simulate. And as well as that, we will probably do an episode, which I guess will be episode number 151 after a transfer special, where we just do a big deep dive into the save game. It'll be like a podcasty episode, you know, unedited probably, 50 minutes long of me rambling, going through all the different screens. Suppose I should say, at this point, if you have any ideas for stuff you'd like to see in that video, tomorrow's video in the comments will be the place to leave suggestions. 4 minutes of added time here. There is less than a minute left. We have been playing this save game for 7 months, which that's mental. If you're someone who's been watching this save game every single day for the last 7 months, you've watched 149 episodes. Thank you so much for this. I feel like this is a natural conclusion. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. The dynasty is cemented. Excited to see what the future of the team looks like. We've already got a load of good young players in at the club, a few more joining in the future. And having been on this crazy adventure, I feel like we're ending here on a really good high. I'm fully aware of the fact that with this kind of save game, when you win the Champions League once, people lose interest. So if you're one of the hardcore viewers who's tuned in today, has tuned in every day, has made this part of your daily routine, this one's for you. It's the green and red suit. It's the iconic outfit. Here is Guernsey. Here is a 3rd Champions League in a row. It's been a rather long road to get here, but we are now here. Hoist that trophy aloft. It is Guernsey 4, Bayern 1. We are a 3-time Champions League winner, and I don't feel like there's a much better way to end this series than this. I could go for 4 in a row, but it will only end in disappointment. A treble Champions League final. There's not a lot more left to achieve with this team. I'm not sure you can say I've completed Football Manager. I think we got pretty close, though. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations all. Enjoy the success. I mean, Manny Wilford played well in that game. I'm going to do a last transfer special where I try and set up the club and then resign at the end of the episode for next time. I don't know if I want to replace Manny Wilford now. And to make a good thing even better, I have now entered the Hall of Fame in this Football Manager save game. Here is my achievements over the years here at Guernsey. I don't think there's many people in this list of rather established managers who have won the Southern Premier League Premier South in 2025 or the Southern League Division 1 South. That really does feel like a lifetime ago. Eric in form as Guernsey score easy victory. I mean, that feels like a bit harsh on Bayern Munich. It wasn't that easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was good. Also, why are Bayern Munich now after Grasser? You can't have Grasser after I've beaten you. The AI is 100% going to sell Grasser when I leave, and I'm going to be so upset. This feels like a weird ending to today's episode, but I think we're just going to end things here. Next time out, we'll do the end of season review with all the kind of bits that come in at the end of the season. I'm going to do a mini transfer special. I'm not going to be trying to sign a load of players. Truth be told, we are at a point with this side now where it's rather difficult to identify easy positions to improve. We kind of have world-class players everywhere, which is another reason why I feel like the save game has now hit a natural conclusion. But yeah, just as a reminder, transfer special will be coming your way tomorrow. That will be kind of a loose end of season recap. Day after that, we will do an end of season special. That will be a longer episode, a more rambly one, where we go into lots of nitty-gritty detail. There will then be a few of the in the future videos, and then there will be another Let's Play starting. Don't think that now videos end. We don't do anything until November. This is still my job. I do still enjoy playing Football Manager. As I mentioned earlier, I've got a few different ideas for stuff going on, but there is part of me that wants to do a few shorter kind of 4 to 5 season long save games for like a month or 2 each. I think that would be kind of fun and a little bit different. Summer transfer database, anyone? Messi's in MLS, as I mentioned. MLS is meant to be mental. It's been a while since I've been there. Do I want to go back? I don't know. I will say now as well, I did read each and every comment on the last episode on Friday where I asked about the future of the series. I did weigh it up a little bit, but I felt like today's cup final was just the right time to end for me. And I hope you guys understand that. I appreciate there'll probably be some people wishing this save game would go on forever. For those of you out there who think that, don't worry. In the coming weeks, I will be sharing the save game so you can just keep playing it forever yourself if you want to keep doing that. That will be an option. Anyway, I think we'll end things on this beautiful screen here for today. Champions League's 3, Premier League's 2, a whole lot of other silverware won along the way. Park to Prem's final game has been played, but that doesn't mean it's over just yet. We will be back tomorrow for more. I hope you guys are excited for it. If you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on things. And until next time, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you all in a bit. I'm out.